Okay, welcome to the webinar, Bitrix24, Self-Hosted Advantages. So who are we? I am Damien Edwards, Commercial Manager of Interface with Bitrix24 Gold Partners. We're located in Sheffield in the UK, and we have offices in New York and Dubai. With me, I have our Support Manager, Andy Naylor.
Hi guys, if you've got any questions throughout the webinar, do please put them in the box provided and we can have a Q&A session at the end of each section.
So we manage all pre-sale support. That's a demo of the system, and we can answer your questions about the different additions that are available. We have a full implementation service, including customization of the system and training for the users. If you're going to choose a self-hosted edition, then we can host that for you in our own data center, or we can install it on either your in-house server or a web server that you rent. And we provide ongoing support, which we would say is mandatory for self-hosted installations. So in case you don't know, what is Bitrix24? It's a suite of tools for managing sales and projects, HR and communication across your business. More than 6 million organizations signed up to Bitrix24. It is available as a cloud. Today we're talking about the self-hosted solution. Cloud product does start from there's a free of charge package. There's some other base packages now. I think there's one at $19, a few different packages ranging up to $199 per month. Self-hosted product, you pay slightly differently. Essentially a lifetime solution. For 12 users, it's $14.90 as a lifetime license. You do need to pay for updates after the first 12 months, which are charged at 25% of the original license cost. We'd recommend updates. Without updates, you don't get bug fixes, you don't get new features, you stop getting access to the API and telephony. So although it's a lifetime license, there are some restrictions if you don't buy updates every year for the product. Self-hosted is available essentially in 3 main editions: CRM for small teams up to 12, Bitrix24 Business, the most popular packages from teams above 12 and up to 1,000. Over 1,000, it's Enterprise, and on the Enterprise, you can buy an unlimited user license. And the benefit of the Enterprise is you have one single control panel that allows you to manage all sites from one location, from one login. So let's have a look at the benefits of the self-hosted. So one of the main benefits is the ability to customize the solution. So the business, CRM, business and enterprise are all full content management systems which can be customized extensively. Branding, so including specially designed login pages, logos within the site, and also scope to change some of the colors of the themes. So you can add your own branding color themes to the site. Control panel, so this is an area for administrators to make changes to modules. Modules can be configured in very advanced ways within the control panel. If you're if you're a cloud user at the moment, then you won't have a control panel on the cloud. You'll be impressed with the additional functionality that you receive from having access to the back-end control panel area. There is full access to the source code. This means that if you cannot customize something within the control panel from one of the settings, you do have access to the code, so it is possible to make changes at the code level. You do need to be a PHP experienced developer, but in addition, you do need to have experience of the Bitrix24 framework itself. So we would recommend you're changing the source code to consult with a partner to do that. Integrations and API, full API is available with the self-hosted edition, so it allows you to create integrations with thousands of other web applications. And there are some additional features on the self-hosted you don't get on the cloud. such as help desk and e-learning analytics packages. So let's start by looking at customizations. One of the main reasons really for choosing a self-hosted option is the ability to customize your intranet site. Sites can be customized to match your corporate branding, to include your corporate branding, or to change the system to make it more suitable for your business. So styling, one of the many areas this can be branded. We're going to have a look at that in a moment. Editing, any page can be edited, and admins can create new pages and sections. We're going to have a quick look at that as well in a second. It is possible to change navigation menus in a lot of detail. You can do that on the cloud, but you can do more on that on the self-hosted. We do get a lot of requirements to create dashboards on the self-hosted, as well as using the standard Get Dashboard tools. You can create new pages and add really the dashboard content you want, any dashboard content you want to those pages. Customer portals, this is a very big use of the self-hosted. If you want to invite people in, whether they're customers or suppliers or other third parties, then you can create a portal area, an extranet area. It's possible to do this on the cloud, but with the self-hosted, you can add your own branding. You can use your own URL to direct people to your customer portal. Okay, so we're going to have a look at a login page. So this is a custom login page that we've created. You can do what you want with the login page, essentially to add your own branding content on this login page. Once we're within the site, you can add a logo up here to the top left-hand corner on the self-hosted edition, and we can, as we said, create custom pages. So it's possible to do that using these links on the admin bar at the top. Andy's going to create a custom page for us. We're going to create one in the files section at the back in the control panel. Then we're going to go into that and edit it using the editor wizard.
Yeah, so for those of you that have been using the cloud package that Bitrix provides, this is where the on-premise version differs quite considerably. So at the top, if you are an administrator, you do have access to the control panel. And the control panel essentially gives you control over all of the settings inside Bitrix. So that's everything from the source code, which we'll have a look at in a moment, but we've also got different modules in here, some of which we'll cover shortly in the webinar. But in this case, what we're going to do is we're going to add a new page within Bitrix. So you can start creating your own dynamic content based on pages inside Bitrix itself. So if I click into content, click into files and folders, then what we can do is I'm going to add a new page to the about the company section, and I'll click on add, and then I'll add a file. Now, obviously, with the on-premise version, you can connect up your FTP software. So if you want to upload your files and add files via an FTP tool, you can do. And obviously, you can also access the server using whatever tool it is. So maybe your SSH credentials, you could log in and start editing files on there too. So one common page that we see our customers using is the policies. So they would create a policies page. They would add all their company policies onto this particular page. If I click on save, then all I would need to do is then just add a new menu item in here. So if we click into the simple mode here, and if we type in policies, it's in the About directory. And obviously, if you ever need any help with this, then a partner would be able to help creating pages, creating new modules for you within the on-premise version. But if I jump it back into the front end of the system, into the site, and then scroll down to where it says company in the left-hand menu, then you'll be able to see our new policies page here. So I added the policies menu item, click into policies, and you can see here we've got the start of a new page inside Bitrix. So as I mentioned, you can add pages within sections that already exist. You can add your new pages to the left-hand menu. We have clients that integrate with other packages and other software for these new pages, and we also have clients that add iframes so they can pull in content. If I wanted to edit this, I can click on the little control panel, the panel at the top to click show, click on edit page, and then again I can get the same editor tool here. If I wanted to bring in one of the modules inside Bitrix, so you can include a little component, maybe we want a media and a media player, drag, drop, double click, and then we can have some predefined settings. So it might be that if I click select file at the server, and then we should have a video folder here. You can click on the video, click on open, and then that will allow me click save, and it will be an embedded video within here. So at the moment, MP4 is not supported on this particular demonstration site, but you can get the idea of how you can embed videos.
Okay, and I think we can add permissions to pages as well. So we can restrict access. This is quite important. I think sometimes you want to create pages that only certain teams or departments can see.
Yeah, so if I go back into the control panel, click on menu edit here, and then click on add advanced mode, then what we can do is put conditions on our policies page, and we can say for a particular user access denied, or for a particular user group. So maybe we only wanted our administrators to access this. We click on save, then it would be hidden for all other users on the system.
Okay, thanks. Let's have a look at the extranet a little bit. So we mentioned having being able to create customer portals. You can do that very well with the self-hosted edition. You're going to have your custom URL. You can direct people to access the extranet. The left-hand menu is going to be limited in that you're only going to give them access to things you want them to see. This one we're actually sharing some leads with some partners. We've created a list to share them with. You can share documents with these third-party people, and if you just go back to the home page, then you can see that what we've done on here is add some custom banners to the right-hand side of the page. So you can remove some of these standard Bitrix widgets that appear on this right-hand side and add your own content to this section on the right-hand side to give people to sell or to create call to actions on certain campaigns that you want to push to your partners and customers. So let's see if we've got any questions. Can the colors of templates and skins be changed? So you can, every user can change their own themes within this section here. You could actually set some new themes in here for people to be able to access, or you could remove on the self-hosted if you wanted to remove options to add some of these. Maybe you just want to add your own sort of corporate themes. You could add those in here and deploy those to all users. So you can do it through the themes, or you can change logos up here. You can really change some of the colors, fonts and things like that. We sometimes get asked to change the fonts. You can do that sort of thing as well in the CSS files. Okay. So let's have a look at some of the additional features that are available on the self-hosted edition. So the features that are included in the cloud editions up to the professional cloud, they're all available on the self-hosted. You get all of those. In addition, you get help desks. That's a tool to allow you to manage customer support inquiries. So customers can log their inquiries on the portal, and you can assign those to your help desk agents who will respond to those requests. There is an e-learning module as well. So you can create courses for people to take, and you can create tests to check those users, test those users on their knowledge of those subject areas. Analytics, there's a bigger analytics package on the self-hosted that allows you to see things like exactly who's online at any one time, and how many users you've had online over particular periods. So let's have a look at some of these modules. I'll have a look at the help desk first of all. Let's log out of this user. They've not got access to the help desk. Okay, so we're in the portal area of the system, and I can access my tickets on this page. So I can see all the historical tickets, and we can create a new ticket from this form on the help desk page. We go into the control panel. The help desk tickets exist inside the control panel. We can access, or your agents can access tickets within here. Too sure why there we go. Help desk can access tickets within here. You can do a filter at the top to filter out those tickets that are already closed, and you can access the content of a ticket here, and we're able to reply to that ticket. There are some standard settings that you can set up within here. So I can do things like set different criteria for the statuses. I can reassign this on to different people. We can categorize tickets as well, and you can run rules based on what's selected in these drop downs to either to reassign these or to set different SLA levels. So different clients or different questions can get different response rates, different response times. So you have that help desk system built in. Users can access their tickets and create tickets inside a portal. They can also create tickets by emailing a support at email address. So you can set up your own email address to allow people to create tickets. So look at the analytics package. So we have a allows you to see exactly who has accessed the site. So it will give you a lot more detail on click by click who's accessed which pages at what time. So I can see the time, the date and the time over here. You can see the user, see the page they've accessed, can actually see the IP address that they've used to log into that particular page as well. So we get a list, click by click, user by user, full list of their activities. We can see in online visitors here who's actually online at the moment at any one time as well. So in this demo site, we've just got one user who's logged in, but we can see who's online, how long they've been online for, and a bit of information about first and last pages that they've accessed whilst they've been online. See if we've got any questions.
Well, can you create a new page like deals with the same states and same reports and call it different? Yeah, you can. Where I pulled in the, so if I come into just the on-premise, just to show you briefly, where I pulled in the, let's come off the extranet. Where I pulled in that module for a video, you can actually pull in another module. So if I click on policies here, for example, click on show, click on edit page, and let's just remove that video on here. You can see on the right here we have CRM. We can get the deals or the deal funnel. So click on deals here. We'll drag that up into here. If you double click, there's some criteria that you can set. How many deals do you want to show? Click on save, and then you'll be able to see the deals in here. We've still got the text here. That's just because it's on the page. But you can see it brings in the whole thing. So you've got automation, Kanban. And you could, I suppose then you could actually assign some permissions on this particular page as well. So yeah, it could work particularly well for you doing it that way.
Yeah. Okay, let's have a look at integrations. Third area, really important reason why you might want to choose the self-hosted edition if you want to integrate with another system that you have. Different ways of doing this. Forms, so you can build forms on public-facing websites that bring information into Bitrix. So inquiry forms. We can do that with the cloud using the CRM form builder. But if you've got your own forms already on various different websites, you can integrate those if you have the self-hosted edition to rebuild them. We mentioned email, so your Bitrix has an email system built in, so that's not email for sending and receiving to customers and suppliers, etc. It is a system email which allows you to generate rules. So what you can do is an incoming email could go on to generate something inside the system. That might be a work group or a task or something else inside the system. So that's a simple way of doing an integration. We can integrate using the API as well. So it does have self-hosted does have a full API. So you can integrate with any other system. Popular ones are accounts packages like Xero, integrate with MailChimp, project management tools like Trello, and we do a lot of work with e-commerce packages as well. Hosting options. So you have a choice in terms of hosting. You can host in-house, or you can have a partner host that for you. For self-hosting, if you're hosting in-house, we provide a virtual appliance, free application, which allows you to run Bitrix in a pre-configured, secure server environment. So it's very straightforward to install. It means that the installation is going to be up to scratch in terms of performance and security, fully optimized. Alternatively, a Bitrix partner such as ourselves can host and manage all this for you. This is what we would class as a dedicated cloud solution or private cloud. Benefits of partner hosting is that server performance is always going to be managed, optimized for you. Partners can ensure that your data is secure, backed up at all times, and it is easy to scale. So if you need to add additional space, partner hosting solution would be able to do that for you. So essentially, partners are specialists in managing servers. If you choose a partner to do that, it'll save you time, give you peace of mind. Cost would be typically from around $1,500 per annum to do that hosting. So it's something you need to be aware of, I guess. So let's have a look at pricing. So we said right at the beginning that the base license for a 12 user is $1,490. That's essentially a lifetime license. It includes for the first 12 months updates, access to the API, new product releases, new feature releases. After that 12 months, you need to buy maintenance for that license. And on that particular license, it will be $372 per annum. So it's 25% of the original license cost. So it's fairly inexpensive per annum after the first initial year. You will need to consider partner hosting, so a couple of $1,000 per annum probably for partner hosting. If you're choosing self-hosted because you want to make some customizations, you might need to employ a partner to do those for you, same with integrations. We would recommend you get training, quite a lot of training on the self-hosted if you're choosing the self-hosted edition. So again, a partner can provide you with that. And we as a partner, we provide telephone support service anywhere in the world. You've got a dedicated point of contact here. They'll understand your system. You can get in touch with them. We're available from 9 a.m. Gulf Standard Time till 5 p.m. New York time on our support team. So I recommend taking out some sort of support with a partner if you're choosing a self-hosted edition. So in summary, two reasons for choosing a self-hosted edition is that if you want to customize your instance for a particular purpose, if you want to integrate with another system, or if you want to take advantage of those couple of extra features that are available on the self-hosted.
We had a question about creating a new page like deals with the same states and same reports and then calling it differently. We did actually cover that. I think if I just switch to the right hand side here, I showed you how we could put the deal module on another page. We could call the deal page something different. And yeah, you can still use the same states as you can see here, and you can use the same reports. So you could even create another page and have your own reports on there. So yeah, absolutely, you can customize it as much as that.
So that's it. We have a webinar every week. We look at the CRM, we look at project management, HR tools, we look at business processes in detail, we look at the telephony solution, and we also look at the sites module as well. In addition to webinars, we have a live Q&A session on any subject area of Bitrix24, which we do on YouTube. Webinars can be found at intraface.com/webinars to get notifications about live questions and answer sessions on YouTube. You can subscribe to Bitrix24 and to Intraface, and you'll get those notifications when we go live. Okay, we don't have any more questions, so thanks for your time. Bye for now.